And this motherfucker's blind as hell. UFC 169 in the books. The first one. This motherfucker got it on Zoom 360.
Because George is telling me to put that shit on Zoom 3.
Because, man, Kim can't see shit, man. This shit's crazy. Anyway, real quick. 3 things George hates.
Yes.
Women drivers. Women drivers.
And women drivers.
No, and athletes who thank God. Anyway.
Okay. Now that you got that off your chest. First fight of the night.
Jamie Varner got rocked.
Yeah, but
he stuck it. I mean, that was a great way to start, and then the card kind of went.
It was the fight of the night. Without a doubt, the fight of the night. This lightweight between Torchillo and Varner.
Fight of the night and knockout of the night. They just made an extra $100,000.
They should have, because that was the kind of shit. It was the slobber knocker. But we were like this. Oh, 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 oh.
It wasn't a knob slobber?
Anyway, great fight.
See,
I never expected it. George never expected it,
but you know what's funny? We both did not pick Varner.
No.
We got that one right.
We got that one right. Moving on to the second fight.
We got this one right, too.
We picked Alibaba. Now,
and we went to sleep around the first, woke up around the third, and I realized Ali came by my house this past week to fix my locks.
He did. Because literally the guy that came and fixed the lock in George's house looked just like the motherfucker. Exactly.
I come to, I say, your lock broke, I fix, but I might not fix, so how do...
$180.
Just fix my damn lock.
You just mad as shit. But you know what? He got the win.
Yes.
Now, he is moving up the ranks because, what were you saying that Lineker was ranked number 5.
Bali Baba was 7.
Ali was 7, which we can't get the names right. Don't hold it against us, okay, guys? Next fight, heavyweight fight between Alistair Overeem and Frank Mir. A lot of people were saying these guys look jacked. Neither one of them looked jacked to me. They definitely looked flat.
Yes.
Now...
Overeem had a perfect game plan. He had everything Overeem did today was perfect. Perfect pace, perfect striking, perfect game plan. He didn't overextend himself. He fought magnificently.
Yep, he really did. He really impressed me because you know what? He even looked good on the ground.
Yes.
He defended himself well on the ground.
And we all know Frank Mir's nasty off his back.
Off his back. And you know what? He didn't get over. He didn't rush like he did with Bigfoot Silva or with Travis Brown. He took his time with shit. He looked in better shape. He didn't look winded. You got to give it to Alistair Overeem.
Even when he had Mir hurt, he didn't jump in. I mean, he did great. I mean, his time in Thailand obviously paid off. He got him in that clinch. He was landing devastating body shots. Yes. And we've all seen Mir take body shots before. It doesn't end well. And you know what? Overeem just grinded it out and got the UD 30.
And on top of that, he called Lesnar out.
Did he?
Yeah, man. He says Yeah. Now, let's stay on that.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, because he was just about to get there, but let me just cut him off because that's what I do.
Okay.
Supposedly,
yes,
Lesnar wants to come back, and Dana White's okay with that. And Dana White's okay with that.
Fuck it, Dana White's okay with that. You know how much money that's putting in Dana White and the Fertitta brothers' pockets, dude? You know how many of them WWE freaks remember? George, do you remember the WWE freaks that we had to deal with? Do you remember? And we like Lesnar. Do you remember?
And also on that card, when Lesnar comes back, you're going to have the bearded woman versus the three-legged dog. Because that's where this shit's headed. This shit is headed to a circus. It's going to head... I mean, seriously, if CM Punk... Because that's the other rumor. I'm serious. That's the other rumor. That CM Punk wants to get in MMA.
Does he have any fighting experience?
Does it matter? Did Brock Lesnar have any fucking fighting experience? And tugging your pud and looking for Bigfoot in Canada don't count as a fight.
But this is the thing. Brock Lesnar... Now, I don't know anything about CM Punk.
I don't either. Brock Lesnar was a collegiate wrestler.
Yeah, and a good collegiate wrestler. I mean, 2-time All-American. I mean, he obviously walked on the Minnesota Vikings, almost made the fucking football team. Guy's a great athlete. Not saying that CM Punk is not a great athlete, but... Does CM Punk wrestle? Like, if he did, was he...
Dog, you saying wrestling's fake?
No, man. I know WWE ain't fake, man. You know I wouldn't say that shit.
Anyway, in my opinion, the UFC is treading in very troubled waters if you're really starting to look to bolster your roster by bringing these type guys in.
Bolster your... You did that. Shh, bolster. You just thinking that shit. Anyway, guys, what's up with Frank Mir?
Retirement.
Do you think
I would?
You know what?
No, I don't. Why do you want to continue to get beat up?
At this point, Frank, you have nothing to prove. You have been the heavyweight champion, and just like, man, it's I don't honestly, I don't ever want to step on anybody's toes and make them lose a job, because everybody's out here trying to fucking eat their biscuits and shit, you know. But I don't know. I don't know.
Everybody's out here trying to eat
shit comes
their
out of my
biscuits
mouth when
and
it's fucking 1 o'clock in the morning. We're taping, but
yeah,
what is left for Frank Mir?
Motherfucker, I already said retirement. That's all that's left. Go be a coach. Shit, next fight. I gotta get to bed and wake up in roughly about 4 hours to drive to Philadelphia. What are you doing?
Jose Aldo.
Why don't you blow up the clock? You got everything else on magnified by 37, and look how small your icons are. You can't see shit, you mole rat.
Now the next one was the featherweight fight. Man, get out my fucking face and my space. The next one was a featherweight fight between Jose Aldo and Ricardo Lamas. Now, it was interesting because it was interesting because Aldo was beating the holy living dog shit out for the first 4 rounds.
Let me give you a preview of what Kevin and I were like on the couch. Ooh, oh, ah,
I mean,
ooh, ah.
We were like, because when he was hitting him with those fucking leg kicks, he was spinning him around so much that it made Lamas look like he was doing a roundhouse. I was like, he's making him do kicks.
He throws 2 punches and 2 leg kicks quicker than anyone else.
But
the 5th round comes and Aldo forgets it's a 5-round fight.
So he wins a fight. We saw him do the same thing, getting a little bit of trouble with Edgar, getting a little bit of trouble with Hominick towards the end of the fight. If there's any fighter out there that wants to dethrone him at the featherweight, as a featherweight,
got to keep it close for the first 3.
First 3, you got to keep it close, and you got to put on the steam on the 4th.
Or even if you could steal one of those, maybe even 2 of the first 3.
Yeah.
Because you know you can probably get the 5th.
Yep.
So if you can steal maybe rounds 2 and 3,
yeah,
give up 1 and 4, and win 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seems to be a pattern.
Because I'm thinking, okay, I mean, Lamas dominated the 5th round. Yeah. He really did.
That kid's got heart. I will give it to him. He never backed down his leg. Now, good luck walking tomorrow.
Yeah, he ain't walking much.
But
he's pimping. He ain't be walking like this.
He fought his ass off. I mean, he got dominated. He got beat 49-46 across the board. I tell you what, looking at the judges' scorecards, I can't argue with any of them. I think they got it right.
I had it 49-46.
Well, even with the Lineker fight and the Overeem fight, I mean, they got it perfect.
Yeah, Mirrodin went around and had 30-30.
And the thing that kills me, all 3 judges. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
That's crazy. And they said during the telecast that now you're getting some of these retired fighters that are getting into judging, and that might be the best thing for the sport, or one of the best things for the sport. Now,
did we go 5-0? Did we go 5-0?
Yeah, we picked every one of these motherfuckers.
Now, I'm going to be straight up and be honest with you. Kevin and I both sat here before this next fight, and we looked at Faber, and we both said, we would really like Faber to win. He's due. He's a good guy. He goes out and gives it his all every single fight. He's a company man. He never turns down a fight. When they need somebody to step in and save the ultra feather welterweight kids.
Bantamweight.
The middle school division. When they need somebody to step in and fight, he's right there.
He's right. And then one of the other points we talked about was that...
Oh, you want to know why?
Why?
Because he defends himself by doing this.
Oh, yeah.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Thumbs up, I'm getting fucked up right here. We knew it was going to happen. We knew the thumbs up was going to happen. We knew he was going to... Because the belt was on the line.
I didn't expect Barao to put him on his ass, though.
I mean, because when it happened, George, you should have saw him. He floated off my couch by this far.
I jumped up.
He was like, oh!
Look, I was fully prepared to take a nap.
Right.
Because I had my shoes off. I was comfy on the couch. Right hand hit. I jumped up. I got one shoe on. It looks like Faber's getting ready to come back. I put my shoe down.
Oh, Ninja, did you see that? That's just how you reacted. I was like, I did, motherfucker. Calm down. But before I could say calm down, he did it again.
Yeah.
I mean...
Look, I'm not going to argue with the stoppage. I don't think it was a bad stoppage.
Yeah.
And I know you guys want to go back and look at the Frank Mir fight earlier that night. He could have stopped that fight too. I wouldn't have argued with that.
Yeah. But Joe Rogan really broke it down and dissected it.
Preach on, pal.
He really did. I mean, he said, hey, you know what? Like you're like this. And, Herb Dean is looking at the blows. He's saying do something. And he's really not doing anything. He's covering up. So Herb Dean is focusing on, okay, how much damage are these punches doing to him? He's not really looking to see his thumb go up. When I saw it, I said that looked like a quick stoppage, but I don't think it would have mattered. But
and the other thing is I'll give Faber. I can also see Faber's side. Faber's like, what do you want me to do? Well,
nothing he could have done.
Here's the thing.
Don't get hit.
Wiggle out the back. I mean, you had one hand here and you have his leg hooked. Try to move your head while keeping your arm up. Do something. But and I understand those hammer fists were hitting your hand. But here's the thing. If he just starts to hit you on this side of the face where you don't have the hand because you're holding onto his leg, I mean, and then he's like a limp body. So you would rather be beat unconscious than have the fight stopped early. I'm sorry. I want to fight again. I mean, look at Donald Cerrone. Donald Cerrone wants to fight 6 times this year. Okay. If Faber...
Donald Cerrone is trying to get fucking paid because he needs to get paid.
Right. And maybe Faber doesn't because he's on Metro. Does anyone actually own a Metro PCS phone?
No. It's been confirmed.
Or Booster Mobile? Or...
The last subscriber fucking switched over to T-Mobile yesterday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There you go. And with that said, I guess we'll see you guys around UFC 171 at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Where they brought up a good...
Hold on a second. Keep talking.
They brought up a good point. And UFC 171, it's going to be the first time you get...
Fight night. Machida's fighting Musashi. We're going to definitely be...
Like I said, the next time you'll see me and him sitting next to each other will be February 22nd. Because I'm not driving back down here on Valentine's Day to give my sweetie anything. I'll just give it to you through email.
Luck, man.
Anyway, it's the first time you're going to have, what, 2 Olympians?
Yeah.
Is what they're saying? That's what Joe Rogan was saying.
Yeah, Sarah McMahon, who's an Olympian, you know, and freestyle wrestling will be going up against Ronda Rousey, who was obviously a judo Olympian.
You're telling me there haven't been 2 male Olympic wrestlers facing each other in the octagon?
Olympic. I mean, you got Daniel Cormier, who's a 2-time Olympic, but no, I don't think Olympic wrestlers.
Randy Couture? No. He didn't fight anyone else?
No. That was an Olympian. You know, I mean, it's.
I guess there's a lot of
I said this, and I told George this. I think the thing that is going to freak out Ronda Rousey is when she locks up with Sarah McMahon. She's going to be like, "Oh shit,
she's strong."
This is a strong woman who's wrestled men her whole fucking life. It's going to be interesting.
And speaking of that, that's a weird story coming out of Homegirls Camp.
Yeah. Jessica. No. Yeah. No. Who was it?
Is it Alvarez? I don't know what her name is. She just won the Ultimate Fighter. You watched that show?
Yeah, no, I can't remember.
Supposedly she was training. She wore Ultimate Fighter stuff there, and some guy just jumped on her back and like basically tore her hamstring, ACL, MCL, PCL. And
from what Dana White's reported, it's such a bad.
She could be out 2 years.
Yeah.
But her coach says no, that's not what happened. She tore her. That all happened when she was rolling.
Well, I think the coach is going to say that because now he's thinking, okay. I mean, I know this girl, obviously she won the Ultimate Fighter, okay, so she probably signed a big contract with Dana, because that's how it works, and now she can't do that? She can't fulfill her contract? How much money is this girl losing from this injury? There's a suit right there.
Yeah.
And this guy, if it's not that particular person that did it to this girl, now all of a sudden the focus or attorney can say, okay, well, we're going to sue where it happened.
Right.
You know, so this guy's probably going to be like, yeah. So,
and then who's the guy who just beat Anderson twice? What's his name?
Chris Weidman.
Chris Weidman went out on Twitter and said, I'll meet you. The guy who jumped on this girl. He said, come train with us. Dana goes, I'll fly you out. In the same tweet. So, I don't know. I have a feeling the MMA world is quite small, and this is going to have a way of policing itself, and this shit's going to get worked out, and this guy's going to end up in the trunk of a car.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see anybody like that succeed, and when you fuck somebody else's career.
Yeah, especially a woman. A guy injures a woman, however it happened.
Yeah.
Like, to me, you should.
I mean, why is she going to fabricate something like that? Why is she going to just say, "Oh, the motherfucker jumped on my back and did that"? Like, to me, the story she's saying, I mean, why would she say that? Why would she fabricate something like that?
But even let's take the other angle. Let's say it wasn't training. You're telling me you're so new to jiu-jitsu, you don't know when you have somebody in a precarious position.
Yeah.
Maybe you should let off a little bit.
The motherfucker said precarious
position.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking.
More impressed with precarious.
Okay, I'm thinking he should have backed off a little bit.
He should have, but I mean, obviously he doesn't know how to back off. So now he's going to fight Weidman. Yeah, me either.